Hey YouTube, what's happening? It's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and professional real estate developer. And today's video is walking you through the Edge Camp Sporting Club, which we just finished and is fully furnished and ready to be rented out. And we're super excited about it. So I want to take you on a walking tour. Charles is going to show you all the things that I'm talking about here. But if you didn't catch it in the last update video, this entire project has been going on for about 2 years. I came down here to learn how to kite, and while my kiting hasn't really improved that much, I did manage to build all this and buy a bunch of land. So my entrepreneurial instincts have been correct, and I started this project, really just out of a passion and seeing an opportunity, fulfilling a need. There was a ton of people coming down here, but there wasn't a lot of lodging, and more specifically, there wasn't a lot of new lodging and/or lodging that was consistent with the rest of the places in the world that have this incredible view and people coming from all over the world to kite here and do things here that they can't do anywhere else. So as a true entrepreneur, when I see an opportunity, I'm prepared to take a risk, and this is now the outcome. So this particular build, it's the first phase of many, and we actually got our building permit on September 19th. And we got our certificate of occupancy on June 11th. So just to quantify that, because it's absolutely remarkable and my team did great work, that's only 38 weeks, that's 72% of a year, that's less than 9 months from start to finish, 12,000 square feet, 14 bedrooms, 14 master bathrooms, 3 powder rooms, outdoor showers, and I'm going to take you through all of this stuff. But the main purpose of this entire Edge Camp Sporting Club is the attraction directly behind me. We're on Pamlico Sound, which is one of the best places in the world to learn how to kite surf and to actually kite surf. And if you want to get off the Sound, you just go across the way to the ocean because we're on a barrier island, and now all of a sudden you're kite surfing. So people come from all over the world to enjoy this sport, which is the fastest growing sport on the water, and there's not enough lodging. In fact, when people get shut out and there's no availability, like is happening right now on this island, 100% sold out. They will take tents, RVs, go to the KOA campsite, which is also sold out, and the entire island is sold out until I think the last week of August right now. So from my perspective as an entrepreneur, it's things like that that tell me, gee, we could use some more lodging, and consequently gave me the confidence to take the risk that others were unwilling to take and to build here. I also need to shout out my friends that helped me with the design of the brand and the concept. They did tremendous work. The logo's super cool. It jives with all the design and the architecture. And so I couldn't be more pleased and more proud. And I also want to thank all of the investors who believed in me personally and had confidence in my vision and really helped make this a reality, because it started as a dream plus execution. Now it's a reality, and the best is yet to come. So to get more granular and specific, Charles and I are actually filming in a separate 2-bedroom villa. It's the closest that we've got to the water, and I would consider this the presidential suite, the wedding suite, you name whatever you want, but this is like the prime spot. It's got a king-size bed and a little sitting area where I'm in right now, and a screened-in porch. It's got a master bathroom, and then it's got an adjoining room behind us, which has 2 double beds. So this is a great place for a little family to come, or if somebody just wants more space, you're completely removed from everybody. You've got the screened-in porch, you've got additional seating, and so like this little villa here is absolutely remarkable, and the location is second to none. It's spectacular. And then separate and apart from that, if you walk into the main part of the house on what we call the first floor, we have 5 bedrooms. 3 of them have king-size beds, and 2 of them have double beds, and 1 of them is adjoining. So once again, we're accommodating flexible group size and people that want to be together. Maybe it's families again and they need their kids nearby. So we've done as much as possible to have adjoining rooms and flexible room sizes. On that particular floor, we also have a gym that's directly facing the water. So we have a treadmill facing the water, we have an elliptical facing the water, we're going to get a Peloton facing the water, we'll get a rower facing the water, we've got light weights. And so while it's not a huge gym, it's literally the only gym in a house rental here that exists. And we know that the people that come here to kite and to surf and to go fishing and to watch, go bird watching and walking and kayaking and stand-up paddleboard, it's an activity-based area. And so when there's inclement weather, rain, or it's colder or whatever, we know that our tribe, our target audience, and that's what we specifically built for, is our target audience, would love to have gym equipment, and so we've created a small gym. So that's the second floor. It's got the foosball table for a communal area, and those are the number of bedrooms that we've got. The floor directly above it is the exact same footprint, except we've substituted a foosball table with a ping pong table, and we've also created a yoga room or a meditation room or something like that for whatever people would like to use it if they want to do stretching, meditation, yoga. Insane views, unparalleled, absolutely perfect. And in each floor, we have little sitting areas and common areas in case you wanted to work or take a call or be removed from people. And every one of these rooms has their own full ensuite, master bath, and outdoor sitting so that you can sit outside in your own private balcony and look out. And it's absolutely spectacular. So the design is clean. It's got a navel bent towards it. We do blues and oranges and tans and neutral colors. It's a little bit more on the modern aesthetic and sort of minimalist aesthetic. You're not going to find a lot of nooks and crannies and things that are filling up space and so on, because we really like it to be clean and minimal and inviting and spacious, and big high ceilings and tons of windows, so it's super bright. And so I love the design. But from my perspective, the stuff that gets me really excited is the top floor, which is all communal. And so on that floor, we have multiple different sitting areas. So like in this COVID era, there's 3 different sitting areas, or 3 different little mini living rooms, if you will. When we get past this, I'm encouraging people that don't know each other. Let's say that people were here for a wedding party and they're getting to know one another. I encourage people to hang out in the same room. And by design, in order to help people get more community focused and hang out with one another, we have no TVs in any of the bedrooms, which I know is sort of controversial by many host standards, but really what I'm trying to do is influence the experience. Use the design, which is custom built, purpose built, to create these environments where kiteboarders can come together and get to know one another. We've got a fireplace, we've got outdoor seating, we've got more decking, we've got screened in patios, we've got these really cool on-brand sails that raced in the Volvo Regatta in Abu Dhabi that have been turned into bean bags. And so everything has got this nautical sailing. We've got seats that have sails. We have throw pillows that have sails. And we're really speaking to the kiteboarding community and the people that love the sport and the water and sailing and wind and all of that. And the top floor is really just meant to encourage interaction, socialization, community feel. And in order to facilitate that, we installed a commercial kitchen. It's a restaurant-grade kitchen, and we encourage people when they rent the house to use our private chef services as opposed to cooking for themselves. So we're doing things decidedly different than it currently exists on the island. We're trying to take things to that next level. We know that there's people who come down here who have the means and the desire to have something that's at a higher level than currently exists. And so we are, following that age-old adage, build it and they shall come. And we're in that process right now. But I couldn't be happier with the way that the design, the function, the layout, the flow, we've tried to think of everything. So for the kiting community, we have this big lawn. We decided not to put in the pool because that would interfere with the launching from the lawn. And we have air compressors and hoses so people can fill their kites right on the lawn. We have individual cubbies, so every person in every room gets their own dedicated outdoor cubby to put their wetsuit, bathing suit, kiting equipment, and all of that wet stuff can stay wet down there. They can shower down there, and then they can enter into the house nice and dry with all of their equipment airing out overnight, and then the next morning back at it and it's ready to go. So it's a little bit about sort of the design and the inspiration for what we were trying to do. And the main thing I would say about it was it's all about the vision and building something by intent and with purpose to create an experience that people can't get anywhere else. And if you're building experiences that people love, they will return, they will tell their friends. That's the best form of advertising. That's the best way to create a brand. And there's nothing here that's me too or copycat or been done before. And so consequently, it'll take us a little bit of time to find our tribe, people who want to come here and rent the whole house and stay right on the water and launch and so on and so forth. But we're in no rush, right? This is a long-term investment. I have a lot of investors that are very patient and steady money. And so consequently, We will build our tribe, we will build our brand, we will do it on our own. We have listed the entire house on Airbnb and VRBO, and we're just testing the waters. We've had incredible response and a lot of inquiry on both of those platforms. And also, we've had an incredible amount of success on Google Maps. So we named this place, we claimed that, as I've taught in other videos, we've claimed that on Google Maps, and you cannot believe the number of views that we've had, phone calls and emails on Google Maps. Now, that might be specific to the Outer Banks because the island is entirely sold out, and so people are looking for lodging. I don't really know. All I know is that it's working, and it's working really well. I've taught you how to do that on other videos, and if you haven't done that, you should. And if you haven't created your own website, you should think about it. This really isn't a pitch or promo for HostSaver, but if you don't know how to do it and you want some help, there's a one-click solution which is called HostSaver. Charles, please go ahead and link it in the video. We have hundreds of people like you that have listed on HostSaver and are getting bookings every single day. And that's sort of the future, in my opinion, for professional hosts with a product that's different than everyone else's, that can support their own website and develop relationships directly with your own clients, repeat business, have people come back year after year after year, and you will be incredibly successful. But you have to put up something that's unique and purpose-driven and gets people excited and talking about it. And if you do that, the best is yet to come. So I hope you found this video helpful. Do me a favor and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ask any questions you have below. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks so much and have a great day.